According to the New York Times, China's president, Xi, is using this week's summit and military parade to showcase Beijing's growing influence, and it comes at America's expense. Xi welcomed both Vladimir Putin of Russia and Narendra Modi of India. Both men once leaned closer to Washington, but U.S. policies under President Trump have pushed them away. Trump doubled tariffs on Indian goods to 50%, souring relations with New Delhi. He also embraced Putin with a red carpet welcome in Alaska and echoed Russia's claims that Ukraine should give up land. That gave Xi the perfect opening. Instead of being isolated, he now stands shoulder to shoulder with two of the world's biggest powers. Analysts told the Times that Xi probably feels more besieged by visiting heads of state than encircled by the United States. So, what's the real message here? America, thanks to Trump, has become isolated, and China is the big winner. Everybody thinks China is now the cool kid on the block. India wants to deal with them. Russia wants to deal with them. Everyone wants to deal with them. The United States is looked at as an ugly bully, and we're becoming pariahs around the world. Let's dig a little deeper. It's especially troubling to me what's happened to India, which is the largest democracy in the world, although it's becoming increasingly authoritarian. It is the largest in terms of population. I mean, it's hard to count once you get more than 1.5 billion people, but by a lot of counts these days, it has more people than China does. And it's just not a good country to alienate, to just arbitrarily say, okay, we're putting a 50% tariff on everything from India is striking a lot of Indians is just contemptuous. And Modi, for all of his flaws, is having to stand up for the people of India, the business people of India, the entrepreneurs, the manufacturers. And so he's got to make deals wherever he can. So if China is willing to trade with them and they have less of a dependence on the United States, then so be it. Now, India happens to be a country I've had a very close relationship with for the last quarter century. I've had a partnership. I've had media training worldwide. India, there in Mumbai for many years. Not active currently. I've had the good privilege of going over there, working with some of the top political families there and some of the top businesses. And I'm always struck by the love for Americans when I go over there, the respect for Americans. Well, that's no more. Sure, I'm positive that many Indians still like certain Americans, certain American thought leaders and business leaders. But this idea that we can just put a 50% tariff. And let's not forget, tax is a tariff is a tax. The idea that we can just thumb our nose at India and act them like they are garbage, act like they're completely inconsequential, and they're going to just sit back and take it, it's absolute utter nonsense. Let's look at a few more facts. This is a doubling of tariffs on Indian goods. That strains the ties. Xi is hosting both Putin and Modi at this summit. And now we have a situation where China and Russia are pushing an alternative vision to World War II history. And it is not a good thing for the world. It's not a good thing for the believers of democracy. Trump's tariffs on India oil boost China's Russian crude. And I've got a break-in right here. I've got some people breaking in. We're going to have to say goodbye. We're in the middle of a show here, folks. We're going to close the door. And some of my helpers, my daughter and her friend, just bursting into the studio. But that's okay. I am very fortunate to be able to have a home studio these days. I've just moved from an outside studio and a home in downtown Delray to a new home in another location in Palm Beach County in Florida. And so working from home as well as office, which makes it easier for doing things on the weekends like this. So we'll be back to weekend fun in a moment, but not so much fun if you are an Indian manufacturer and your number one export client was the United States. And now you have a 50% tariff, 50% tax added to you. This puts people out of business. This makes people go hungry. This makes people say, I cannot trust the United States. And my message to you, unfortunately, in India is, no, you cannot trust the United States. We are showing every single day, we are quick to betray anyone who doesn't instantly follow the whims, the caprice of a foolish, blind dictator, which is what the United States faces right now. Folks, this is primarily a business show analyzing top business stories, technology stories, and culture stories. But one of the unfortunate aspects of having an authoritarian leader as the head of a country is the authoritarian affects every aspect of business, of technology, and of culture. So it makes it somewhat difficult to not talk about it from time to time. I give it to you objectively. I'm not here to grind a political axe. I'm a centrist, and I'm going to give you objective analysis based on my 40 years of experience helping world leaders communicate effectively, whether they are billionaires on Wall Street, CEOs, Fortune 500 executives. That's what I'm doing right here in order to help you learn from the news. It's so easy to read the news, get depressed, consume the news online, and just feel like everything's bad. My promise to you is if you consume news here, you're going to be better. You're going to improve your own communication skills and personal development skills. Unfortunately, the only real lesson here is you've got to preserve and protect your relationships with people. You can't be seen as arbitrary. You can't be seen as capricious, because if you do that, it's a big world. Your customers can find your vendors can find other people to work with. Your customers can find other people. Your partners can find other people. Individuals can do it. Businesses can do it. And corporations and companies can do it as well.